thing I wanted to talk about was I heard this story. Now, everybody can chime in. I heard this story about a girl who went on a date. I think it was a blind date with a guy.
Right.
And she showed up and she didn't like what he was wearing.
Right.
And just cut the date off right there and bounced. And I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts on it because I can go first if you want because I've had time to think about it. My thoughts on it are like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you? You have no idea if that guy is like a billionaire and just decided to show up in track pants or something. Basically, what I'm saying is if you go on a blind date, should you really dress to the nines because you want to impress the girl because, first impressions make something? But should that girl also be impressed by what you're wearing? Like, what if it's your one and only suit and you came and you look that good and you're trying to make that first impression? Like, you know what? Should the girl like you for who you are or what you wear when you show up?
I think you should wear whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Just like she didn't like what he's wearing.
Yeah.
Let's say you put on a suit.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're all looking good.
Yeah.
She's all into you. And then you show up to the next date, what he was wearing.
Yeah. But like a tracksuit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then she's going to be like, I don't want to see you anymore.
Yeah.
But if you do it in the first date, then you already know.
Yeah.
For me, it's like...
But, like, do you judge a book by... Like, let's say let's say the opposite around. What if you show up and the girl's in sweats? In all honesty, I'd love that. Like, I just like somebody who's just that comfortable. You know what I mean?
So drawstring is easy access.
Yeah. But, like, it's also, like, there's also a little thing, like, I don't know, it didn't mention where they were going or whatever, but, like, if you were going to, like, if you're like, yo, meet me at this, like, nice restaurant and stuff like that,
then
you gotta, I would personally put something nice on. But if I was like, yo, let's meet for a coffee. It's our first time meeting.
Yeah.
Let's go meet for a coffee and meet you at the local fucking Starbucks. And let's sit down and just have a chat.
Yeah.
So if I show up, like, just like this in a Captain America fucking shirt,
then she's gonna know that's your walk.
My walk. You know, like, my walk, and this is what it's not a thing, it's what I cook food in. See how big it is? See my walk over there? Yeah. Anyhow, but like I'm saying, like, is it fair to judge that? Because if I was gonna meet somebody at, like, just anywhere, you know, like, if I was gonna meet a girl at just the coffee shop or a local Mickey D's just to grab ice cream or something.
Small fry.
And it's just like, we want to just talk just to get to know each other because we've never met. It's a blind date. I wouldn't give two shits about what the girl is wearing, really.
Yeah, I mean,
but if she judges me on that and she's like, I don't like the way he dresses, is that enough to, like?
You know what? I remember growing up and girls used to say, you can judge a man by the kind of shoes he wears.
Yeah.
Or his shoes, right?
Yeah.
And I always hated that saying because I was poor.
Yeah.
And I only had one pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So...
Me too.
You know, if you don't
only
like my shoes...
Only until I got a little older, I was able to get my own.
If you don't like my shoes, then I can't change them. Because it's the only pair of shoes I have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So...
But meanwhile, are women sending away good dudes?
100.
Because they're judging, like, straight off the bat. I don't like the way he dresses, and that's it. Like that's not something that can change, or that's not something that you know what I mean? Like, dressing is that the
saying? You can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
So, yes, maybe what he was wearing was maybe inappropriate for where they're going or where they wanted to go.
It didn't even say it was inappropriate. It just said she didn't like it.
But at the end of the day, it's like, you gotta be yourself.
Yeah. I'm 100% for that. You gotta be
like
yourself.
I think if you go into a relationship and you start faking from the very beginning, that relationship is doomed.
Yeah,
so I think that guy did a good move. Wear what you want. She didn't like it.
Somebody, I can't see the name, but Betty, something Betty, says you can't make any judgments on a soft serve or a fry run. Anyone who does isn't a keeper. That's basically where I'm at with that one too, because I wouldn't judge the girl by what she's wearing. You know what I mean? I'd like to this is like older guy talk now. Yes, do I like a girl big boobs, big bum, and all? Yeah. Don't like physical physical is a thing, right? But I'm at the age now too where if you're trying to meet somebody and do something and trying to make a connection and stuff like that, that stuff matters a little bit less than the person that you are. You know, I also have a daughter, and I need to know that the person is a good person to be around her, and this, and you know what I mean? There's a lot of different things. I just want to sit and have a chat.
Yeah.
And I might purposely dress just like this to go, because if you're going to run away because I dress like this, then like Betty said over here, you know what? Beat it.
Just beat it. Yeah. Beat it.
I don't like that because there's then I'll go home and beat it after too. But
this guy.
But
Pornhub.
Yeah.
Jergens.
Sponsors. New sponsors.
Not a sponsor.
No?
Not a sponsor.
Johnson & Johnson.
Definitely not
a sponsor.
They're out of business.
Yeah. But there's a there's a point I was gonna bring up about the judge, like, I don't know.
You know what?
It was something. I think it was something to do with like girls wanting good guys, but they don't give anybody a chance unless it has to do with like money right off the bat.
You know what? I find a lot of people, and it's not just women, men too. You have this list of 10 things that you want, but that list isn't realistic.
Yeah.
You know, and no person has all these 10 things except for you.
Yeah.
You know, go figure.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find somebody else who shares those same 10 characteristics that you have.
Yeah.
So when you set your standards really high, it's hard to find anybody.
Right.
You have to give people a chance.
Yeah. And you have to. I'd say from experience and stuff like that, a good relationship is a balance of stuff. You don't always have to like the same things and do the same things, but if you love the person that they are, the actual person, like the father they're going to be, or the mother they're going to be, or the values that they do have deep down and whatever like that. Right. Sometimes you make, like, not sometimes, you're supposed to make the exceptions for things like, okay, he likes toys and superheroes, but I don't at all. So, but that's his thing. You know, I like the girl could be like, I like flowers and gardens, and he doesn't like that. But you
Love Island and
but you support the person in what they do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you go, like, they want to go to a place to buy flowers and spend like 2 hours walking around and stuff. You go because you want to be with the person.
Yes.
And you do stuff and you get stuff and you're picking up plants and you give the best advice you can give. You might be like, fuck, it's 2 hours that I've been here. Like, you know what I mean? But like,
you will be like, fuck, it's 2 hours I've been here.
But you do it anyway.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And those are the things that help balance stuff out. You're never going to like everything the same way, but you do stuff for the other person because you want to be with them more than do what they're actually doing.
Agree to disagree. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Oh, like the couple agree to disagree. So
yes, like we
disagree on it, but we'll agree and we'll just go.
Yeah, we're not going to meet each other. We're not going to see each other eye to eye. So it's okay to agree to disagree.
Yeah.